up? How y'all doing?
It's Ilva and Celeste. It's Ilva and Celeste. It's Ilva and Celeste. It's Ilva and Celeste.
On the
Hello.
white table this morning.
On the white table. Yeah. Welcome.
Welcome.
Yeah.
Welcome in. This phone do not
Bienvenido.
disturb.
Bienvenidas.
Hi, Allison. Oh, I
Hey,
haven't seen you
Allison.
in a while.
I know.
Hey.
Hey, girl.
What's going on?
Let me see. Tag. You there? Hey.
So, yep, it's Thursday. So you
Thursday.
get Ilva and
It's
Celeste
Celeste.
on Thursdays. What time is it? Is it noon? I don't even know
It's
what time
past
it is.
noon.
It's past noon.
Just
Oh,
had a
okay.
busy morning. Don't mind her.
Yeah, I had a busy morning. But I'm here.
Yes.
We show up because we love what we
Hey,
do.
Niecy.
Hi, Nisi. How are you doing?
We do.
So I don't know if you all can see the topic for today, but
It's your race.
it's your race. We are here to remind you, to tell you,
That
to
is your
demand to
race.
you that it is your race.
Yes, it is.
Not anybody else's race, is your race. And what does that mean? Like, what race am I running, Celeste and Ilva? Like, Ilva and Celeste, what are y'all talking about? We're talking about, whatever assignment it is that you're on. And even if you're not on assignment, if you're not, you know, you don't have a certain goal, you still running some type of race. And we just want to remind you and encourage you today that it's your race. It's not, you're in it with God or whoever you believe in. You're in that race with whoever gave you the assignment, basically. And so
Yeah,
this is gonna be a good topic today.
it is. It's your life, So, and yeah, it is your race. And sometimes we fight so much with that I think sometimes we're like, well, yes, it's my life, whatever it is. But yes, somehow we kind of put ourselves in that speed, like. I need to go at her speed, and she needs to go at mine.
Exactly.
Look
I
where
gotta do
she's
this
at.
because
I
look
need
what
to.
she's doing.
Yes, exactly.
Why do we do that? And we're so bad at women.
We do. We are.
We as women are bad at that. We're comparison, and we've talked about comparison, but this isn't comparison like like the topic isn't restricted to comparison today. It is just to encourage you that yes, everybody has a race that they're running, and it can become overwhelming. When you have a dream, when you're chasing a dream, life could get like very overwhelming for you. And so you have to just remember, why you're doing what you're doing. Who gave you that vision. Ilva and I, we have a lot of female friends in this town, and pretty much the majority of us, we're running a race that from a vision that God has given us. So it's you and God. It's not you and God and
everybody else.
You don't have to defend your dream. If it's something that you share with someone, they're like, oh, that's crazy. Why are you doing that anyway? Or you don't need to be doing this. You need to be doing that. Again, take it, in love, smile, like, okay, thank you, sister, for your opinion. And you keep it moving,
Right. Right. I mean, it's kind of like you got to think about you are your own project manager, of your own life. Okay. So, I know like towards more down in Killeen, this business opened up, and we're having one in Harka Heights opening up. They're both the same company. Okay. So the one in Killeen opened up, but they have a deadline. They already be like, okay, at this time we need to open this up and blah, blah, blah. Now the one in Harka Heights, is the same company. They're not competing within Killeen and Harka Heights when we open that. I'm comparing it to that because even though it's the same thing, it's not the same city.
Right.
And maybe the city was like, okay, I want mine first and da da da.
Yeah.
But that does not change the fact that when they open up, they're gonna be in having their own pace, their own business, their own, customers and stuff like that.
That's
right?
good that you said that. Yeah.
Like that. So bringing that back to you, meaning that we here together, and sometimes I can hear someone say, oh, so I'm doing this, I'm doing da 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 da, and then I think about my own thing, and I'm like, man, I'm not even that far. Or in my little pink bubble that we all have the same company, However, we all run our own race, and I
Right.
can it's easily to come and look and be like, oh man, she just started this business yesterday. She's already a director. I'm here. I started this about 4.5 years, and I don't even got my red jacket.
Exactly.
And it's so easy. Then I gotta pull myself back.
Yeah.
Because it's super easy to compare, super easy to look. So you gotta remember, okay, let me run my own race. And we always hear this,
Stay
put
in
your
my
blinders.
lane. Yeah.
Like right, we all have one place. Those who like to watch, the horses run, and that's the best example that everybody gives, right? We got different kind of horses, and they run their own race. They go, and that's why they put blinders on, so they don't look to the left or to the right, but just look, because then you're gonna lose that focus. If you look to well, I'm using my left here, my left, and then if I'm looking to the right, you're gonna lose this. I mean,
Yeah.
you can look up and down, because if you
Mhm.
look up and down, but don't look, because then you're just gonna you're just gonna swerve to that side
Yeah,
and
and
might cause an
it's gonna
accident.
slow you down as well. Just like
Mm-hmm.
like it is scientifically known that um
Yeah, you're
people
gonna
that run
bump.
track, when they're running that 100-yard, 100-meter, whatever it is, if you're running and you're looking back trying to see where your opponent is, scientifically that will slow you down.
Yeah.
There's like it's strategically how you
Mm-hmm.
run your race to win that race. Because when you
Mm-hmm.
look behind to see where they're at and what they're doing, you're gonna slow down. Before you
Mm-hmm.
know it, they done passed you up because
Right. Right. So
I
it's
mean, you supposed to be going this way. The wind is helping you. God
mm-hmm.
is helping you get this lead, and now you done turn
Mm-hmm.
around, and the wind, you know,
Mm-hmm.
caused a little turbulence in your life,
Yeah.
and now you done lost focus, and yeah, it just slow. It just
Mm-hmm.
you just slow down, and it'll cause you to lose your race. Um, so we're talking about race, and when we say race, we're saying you're thinking like, oh man, a race,
I still.
like we gotta go, like we gotta hurry up. But a race doesn't mean that you have to take off at breakneck speed either.
Mm-mm.
In this life, you have to to pick up a steady pace, and you continue.
Mm-hmm.
You continue throughout your journey. So that can be whether you're crawling,
Mm-hmm.
walking, or running.
Yeah.
I'm not going to tell you how to run your race. Some people run their race really, really, really fast.
Mm-hmm.
In this race that I'm doing in life, chasing all these dreams I have, sometimes I'm like going, 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 going. And then my heart will remind me that you have high blood pressure. God will remind me, you need to slow down. You haven't even been taking your pills. You haven't been eating right. You've
Mm-hmm.
been on the go because you're chasing this dream and you haven't even, been eating properly. So you
Yeah.
need to slow down. So it's okay to slow down. It's okay
Mm-hmm.
to I don't want to say run your race. It's okay to proceed with your race at a nice steady pace. What
Mm-hmm.
works for you? Even
Mm-hmm.
turtles get somewhere.
Yep.
They
Exactly.
get to where they want to
Mm-hmm.
go. You looking at them like, oh my God, how would you ever get
Mm-hmm.
all the way over there? But
Mm-hmm.
before you know it, yeah, they done went from
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
one step to a
Mm-hmm.
100 steps, and you like, oh my goodness, but they got somewhere. And that's the same thing
Yeah.
with life.
With life, you
You
gotta.
have to slow
Mm.
down. We was talking earlier, Ilma and I, like you have to enjoy things. Like an example I'm gonna give is my sister called me yesterday, like just stressing, like, and she has the answers to her questions. Like she has,
Mm-hmm.
it's not even a problem right now, but because of her past, it was a problem in the past. She feels
Mm-hmm.
like it's going to be a problem again in 2019 when God has had her back for all these years. And here we are in February, and she's worried about something that's going to take place in September. And I'm like, this isn't a real problem,
Mm-hmm.
right? Like you've had it all those years. You're going to have it under control. You have a plan. It's good you're thinking about it, because you're a mom of 6, so you should be thinking about it. But you know that, like, enjoy today. Enjoy
Mm-hmm.
right now. Enjoy February. You done skipped all the way to September, fall, and we still in winter.
Mm-hmm. No, it's true. You have to. It's kind of like, um, that's how you lose your peace when you start thinking already, oh my goodness, September, October, November, December, so you have to remind yourself as to like, okay, let me the now, because
Mhm.
this is just dangling, this is just the future. You never know. We just think of you know, and you know that's what doctors always said, that stress is more about the things that we just imagine, or fear, or whatever it is, and then what it
Mm-hmm.
actually is true, right? You know, like fear of the unknown and such like that. So that's why we always think the race, we got to do this, we got to do that, you know. So when you gave that example of the turtle, you know, I grew up, you know, the little beautiful story of the little rabbit with the turtle, and because the rabbit was just like didn't even concentrate, he
Yeah.
was just thinking, I'm gonna beat this turtle, and if he was so cocky, arrogant,
Mm-hmm.
you know, whatever,
Mm-hmm.
didn't think like much about it, but the turtle was like, you know what, I'm gonna do this on my own thing, and it's okay. You have to rest. You gotta, you know,
Yeah, you
take the
do.
time. You have to be like, okay, hold on. And if your body's talking to you, you have to listen. If you're sacrificing your family, yourself, anything like that, it's time to go ahead and wheel back. Because at the end of the night,
Yeah.
you know, is it worth it? Was it worth it? You missing all this,
Yeah. Or in
you
my
know?
case, I'm in the hospital. I'm in the
Yeah,
emergency room now because,
yeah,
and I had everything
exactly.
I had to keep my pressure,
Yeah,
where it needed to be. But because
yeah.
I
Because
just
sometimes she
been,
gets me tired.
I've been running this race and trying to do it. And it's not, and like I move fast because like I'm just so anxious and
Mm-hmm.
excited, about my future, and it's okay to be, anxious and excited, but still like a steady pace,
Yeah,
like
it's
you have
okay
to
to stop.
make realistic goals, like
Mm-hmm.
slow down. Um,
Yeah.
I put like my self care activities and stay at home days are like on my calendar, and you would think like, why do you have to like
Mm-hmm.
force self care, force rest?
Yes,
But because it's a necessity, like it's
it
something
is.
that we have to do, like
Mm-hmm.
we have to make time for that. And if you are the person that says, I don't have time to rest, I don't have time for a nap,
Ooh.
I don't have time for a weekend
You
getaway,
the first one who
then
should
you
be
are the
resting.
first one
To
that needs
rest,
um,
yeah.
to rest and to force those things. Because
Mm-hmm.
if you don't have
Mm-hmm.
time for it, then that means you never ever
Mm-hmm.
allow your
Right.
body and your mental to get that rest. Like it's something about renewing,
Mm-hmm.
and resting your mind too. I know on days where like I use my brain from the time I got up to the time I went to sleep. And when I go to sleep at night, the next morning I wake up, I'm like, I didn't even do like a lot of, strenuous activities, but I slept so good. I was so tired. And it's
Mm-hmm.
because my brain needed rest. So
Right.
I love retreats. I love, anywhere I can go and like just not think about work.
Mm-hmm.
Disconnect from
Right.
everything, everyone. Let me
Mm-hmm.
tell you, iPhones have do not disturb buttons, and maybe every phone has them, but I'm telling you, my right finger, right thumb game is very strong because I flip
Yeah.
this doggone thing and I click that little half moon. It's not even half moon, it's like a, I don't know, a
They
piece of
also have
moon.
a silent
But
button as
anyway, I put
well.
that thing on do not disturb,
Yeah.
and nothing comes through except for the people that are on my favorites list. And guess what? There's
Mm-hmm.
only one person on my favorites list, and most of the time she know when I'm resting. So yeah,
Exactly. Mm-hmm.
I love it. Like you have to give yourself that time, because guess what? When you rest, it just gives you more fuel to
You
like,
do.
yeah, get it done. Like you gotta really work hard and then play harder or rest harder,
Right. Mm-hmm.
than when you worked
Yep.
in the
And like
military.
Lisa said, learn to rest, but not to quit. You
Yeah,
know,
yeah,
so
exactly. Don't
you
quit. Let me tell
nobody's
you.
saying, you know, resting is
Hmm.
being lazy or
Yeah.
quitting.
And
Mm-mm.
but it's a shame some people do think like that. They
Right.
feel like if
They
they're
think
not doing
that.
anything, they're being lazy. That was my
Or
mindset
quit.
too when I first
No.
got out of the military. Because in the military, like we go 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 go. Like there's no
Mm-hmm.
such thing as like resting. We always have a sense of urgency. And
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I had to start thinking differently. Like no, this is a
Yeah.
necessity.
Yeah.
Like
I had that conversation with Corolla the other day. We went out to lunch, and you know how more into the Europe side of the world, how, and then our American life, you
mhm
know, because we
mhm
seem to think if we have the big house, the cars, the da 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 da, you know, that's all gonna bring us exactly what we want. Yet
mhm.
you could be alone, because just because you may be with someone does not mean you're with someone. You know, does that make sense? In
Yeah.
the sense of to, you could still be alone because you spend so much time in gaining all this material running your race that you forget to focus and be like, whoop, hold on.
Yeah.
You know, like slow down. Even when we drive, we have a stop sign, we have a slow down because, you know, especially when there's construction and you don't even, there don't even have to be a slow down sign to slow down with this construction, maybe an accident, you know, and you have to, because if you don't, you're gonna wear yourself completely out. And we always, I say that. So
Burnout.
yeah, you know, running your race, just run it at your pace. Don't
Your pace.
look your pace. It's okay to come and say, you know what, no, not today.
Yeah.
Not today. Today I'm just
Definitely.
gonna be like, you know, like with me, my house is, I'm painting, so my house looks crazy. So I'm like, okay, I need to finish this because it drives me crazy because I feel like everything but that's my race right now because I'm getting to the point where I want to be there, you know. So sometimes it may look a little bit messy to get to where you want, but it's okay because, and then since I'm doing it a really light color, I have to paint it, let it dry, and I sit and I look and I'm like, okay, that means I have to retouch this over here. So sometimes you have to do that. That's what rest, that's what you're stopping with your race is gonna do. It's gonna give you a focus, it's gonna give you to refocus or be like, I did this yesterday, but I didn't like how I did that way. Let me do it this other way around. You know? So like you know, I give myself for example, I'm trying to, you know, you've seen it. I've been trying to post more in how to do my eyeshadow and everything. Because that's how come it looks the way it looks, because I've been trying this new look. You know, it's not it just, and I have to be, I've been wanting to try this, but I haven't felt like it was, I don't know, like I was like, but the other day I got home, I was like, you know what, let's try this.
Yeah.
You know, and
Practice
I started,
makes perfect.
exactly, you know, and I started super light because it goes super light, it's very neutral. Just today I decided to play with more bolder colors, you know. But so for me, that's other part of my race, me. So I try to not focus in how he or she's doing this and that because that's my, let me take my time with this race that I want to do. And it's a personal thing, it's not hers, it's not yours, it's just mine, and it's okay. And I look back compared to 3 days ago to now, I'm like, okay, I'm getting this, you know, should I fix this eyeliner here, should I, and but that's what it's giving me, to sit back and look, you know, to for you to go ahead and take a inventory, you know. So it's okay. It's not, again though, if you feel like you're quitting or you're lazy, no, it's just remind yourself again, no, it's just, I need this. You need to whew, breathe, slow down. Don't, you know, you gotta, you live, you work, you know, that's it. So how is it said? Don't work to live, but live and you work, whichever way it goes. You know what I mean. You know, so it's like, and you know, enjoy it. Enjoy life is beautiful.
I know it's so good.
It's good.
And say thank you throughout the day. Like I just be like thank you all day. I don't know if God, I know God knows why I'm saying thank you, but sometimes I feel like He's probably thinking, girl, what you saying thank you for now? Like, you just saying thank you at the most random times. Like, I be in the bathroom on the toilet sometimes just saying, ooh, Lord, thank you. Praying. And then I'm like, oh, that may not be appropriate. But anyway, He doesn't care. He just wants to hear that we're thankful for the things that He give us. Nisi, that is really good. Your house is the perfect house too for a holistic retreat. She lives with all these big trees. They look like firs around her house. So that's really nice. That's gonna be really nice. So yeah, I think that's about all the points that we made. You know, it's your race. You know, I have several projects going on. You know, and I have to remind myself, like, okay, this is Ilva and Celeste. Just because Ilva and Celeste doing this, that doesn't mean that, you know, what I'm doing with 21 Days of Positive Living with Crystal, I have to do the same thing. You know, some things, you know, are similar. Like, yeah, what I do for one, I have to do for the other. But so I don't burn myself out, I have to remind myself, like, it's okay if I do this with this project. It doesn't mean that, you know, I like one or the other more, you know. It's just that that's the race that God has given me and Ilva. So that's for me and Ilva. I'm, you know, regardless of what others may be doing that are like Ilva and I, like, I don't even know. I mean, I'm kind of blind to that. I don't know who may be doing the same thing that Ilva and Celeste is doing.
Me either. Like, imagine
on
if we go out
media.
There. Oh my goodness.
But I know, you know, what we pray about. I know, you know, what we talk about, and I know that that's for us. So, ladies, if you're doing something that's similar to, you know, someone maybe on your timeline or one of your girlfriends in your neighborhood or at your church, like, that's for them.
Yeah,
You know, what
exactly.
is for you is for you. You know, you have to pray, especially when you're chasing dreams and when you have a
Ooh,
vision. Like,
yeah.
you got to pray constantly on it. Like,
Mhm.
yeah, some of my visions, some of my dreams aren't even very clear, but I just take one day at a time. You know, I know what I asked for. You know, I pray for that. God answer. He confirms that, yeah, I'm like on the right track. And that's what I work
Mhm.
with. I don't think about next year, two
You
years from
can't.
now. I really do think
Yeah.
about today. Like, let's do today. And then,
Mhm.
you know, Ilva and I, we've been going for like over a year now. So, you know, as things start to unfold, then we'll be reminded, like, oh my God, girl, like,
Mhm.
you remember, like, this was just a talk or a
Yeah.
thought. And then, you know, so it's beautiful. The point we're trying to make is it's your race.
Enjoy it.
Enjoy it. It's
Have
your race.
fun.
Go at your pace.
And if you need to go left, because this is where it takes, go to the left or go
Yes.
to the right. It doesn't matter. You don't always have to be like, chun, 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 you know? So if you see a nice, beautiful bench,
Yes.
sit,
And give
breathe.
yourself permission
Re-
to slow down, to revamp.
Then
That's how this
that's, yeah,
whole thing came about today. We're talking
exactly.
about revamping. You know, if you
Mm-hmm.
need to revamp,
You can.
revise,
Everything. Yes.
if you just need to just stop for a week or two or three, even 30 days, it's okay.
It's okay.
You know, especially if you're, you know, you revamping
Mm-hmm.
to make things better. I told my niece last night, she called me, I'm not gonna give y'all the story. Ooh, 15-year-olds. I'm
Oh,
telling you, it's hard
I
being
bet
an
15, huh?
auntie of a 15-year-old and two 13-year-olds and an 11-year-old. And then I can keep going, but the 13-year-olds and the 15-year-olds are giving me the business. And my nieces. And I told her last night, like, you know, if it we had a whole conversation and then I text her again just in case she didn't hear me because you know we're in a texting world, so I knew if she didn't hear me when I said it vocally, I know she gonna hear this text. So I texted her and I just told her, I said, you know, when you don't like something about yourself, you gotta do everything in your power to change it. And she said, okay, thank you, Auntie, I love you. And
Mm-hmm.
I was like, okay, I think she got it, you know.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But yeah, same thing with us as adults. Like, if it's something we don't like, we just change it. So if it takes us 30 days to, you know, redo a business plan or just
We
think
do it.
about and it's okay if you want to change it or if you just don't want to do it, you don't have to
You
explain
want
that
to
to
start new?
anybody.
Go ahead.
Yeah,
That's why you have another day.
yeah, I remember a lady I was watching a video of her and she had anxiety telling us that she was gonna let her boutique go because God had told her that wasn't for her anymore. And we were like, girl, okay. Like, yeah, we love those handbags. It's okay. I got three in my closet right now. You know, I remember you forever from those handbags. But if God gave you a new vision, mission, dream, run with that. Like, I'm happy for
Yeah.
you. Good for you for, you know, stepping up and not worrying about what people are going to think about you closing your business, you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
So, anyway, I'm
Yeah.
done.
It's yeah, it's a it's a new day. It is you could start new. It's never ever too late to do that. We always think that because we're 40 we should have this together. No, that's what
Yeah.
society tell us. And like when I do my skincare classes, and we always that's the reason why we always have to give a little bit of our the company history,
Yeah.
because obviously when I have a few business, but when I do my Mary Kay, it says she started this business with $5,000 in at
Mm-hmm. Love
63.
Mary Kay.
Yeah, now this is not a commercial. What I'm trying to say is that it didn't matter how old she was. So it doesn't matter how old. We always think that, we're gonna be 50 next year. I'm too old for this. No, because you know what? If you would have started this at 2025, you probably wouldn't have put that same thought or that same energy or that same,
Right.
as you are
It's
now.
a
Maybe you're
season
more
for everything.
capable, you're more mature, experienced, you have way more wisdom. So it's okay to start new. It just, so if you run in this race and you feel you're tired, it's, then take a break, pull back. And this is where you're going to hear way better. You're going to hear your body talk to you like, hello,
Yeah.
listen to me, I'm knocking, and just be like, oh, okay, hold on. And then if something is not working, then you got to be true to yourself, honest, and be like, okay, this is not working. I'm gonna have to start this again. That's like I'm saying, you have to go left or you have to go right. You just do what you gotta do, but try to put the blinders. And it's so hard because we do have the people out there always comparing. Oh, be yourself, but yet still comparing. It's
Yeah.
like we can't do that. Like, like Celeste was just saying, when we started this, we didn't even know.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't even know.
Where we going? What are we doing?
What we're doing, no nothing. So we have the book out,
We
the
got videos by
YouTube.
now, I'm
We have a
sure.
whole bunch of stuff going on, and we don't know how next month, September, October, November, just 2019. We just know we are thriving. She is just implementing, and we just going. And you do
Mhm.
have to, just go ahead and do what you gotta do. And
Yeah.
again, we know it's hard. That's how come we're talking about it, because we're talking from, at least from my own personal business. It's like, oh my goodness, all these
Yeah.
things going on, and it's like, whoop, oh, hold on, because you, it just, you know, I know we always have to set an example. We always have people looking at us. So if we're gonna say
Mhm.
something, then we have to kind of practice that.
Always
Not
watching.
because you're perfect, not because you got it going on, not because you got it all put together, because please don't have it all put together. I always say that because, then it doesn't give you that
These
room for
videos
improvement.
help me way more than they help y'all.
Yeah, it has helped me because I'm like, oh man, I do have to do that. I said that.
Mhm.
So try
Yeah.
that. Run your own race.
Yes.
Run your race. Run it. Nice. And if wash your face, brush your teeth, put your hair back, and let's do this.
Mhm.
Run, Forrest, run.
Run, Forrest, run. That's funny.
And guess what? One, he said, whoop, he stopped. He just turned around when he went back home,
I
right?
know.
And nobody said stop or whatever.
I
It's just
know.
funny. That was just so funny there.
I know.
Anyway, thank you for watching.
Yes.
What else you got?
Um. Yeah. So next week we will be back on Thursday, and I don't know. I guess I'll make this announcement now. So, Celeste is going to be relocating to Minnesota next month for a few months, and then yeah, I'm gonna be back and forth a lot. Let's just say. So yeah, I'm gonna be relocating to Minnesota. I'll probably be there about 3 months, and then I think I should be back here in May, probably for the rest of the summer, and then I don't know, but yeah.
Yeah.
Let's just say I'm gonna have two homes, like Minnesota, Mankato, Minnesota, and then here in Killeen, Texas. So what does that mean for Elva and Celeste? That means that
Elva
virtual
gotta go visit
reality
Minnesota.
will become
That's
our
what that
friend.
means.
Yeah, so we're still I have the videos, but they'll just be,
Yeah.
they'll be through
Yeah.
some
Obviously,
kind
when
of
she's here, we'll be doing
whatever
this.
social media site we use to help us bring it to Facebook. I think Zoom. Zoom probably is going to be the best fit
Yeah.
for us. Zoom or
But yes,
Be Live.
we will continue.
But we
So
will
it's not
continue.
over.
We just won't. It will be on the red couch, and I'll probably be like on the red
Something.
sofa or something. I got to get a red blanket and put over it. But anyway, yes.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, we'll be here next week, and then I go on vacation for like 10 days. So yeah, we'll be checked out for probably a week or two, maybe.
Yeah.
And
Or maybe
then-
I just have someone next to me and be like, hey,
Yeah, yeah.
I guess.
Yeah. Hopefully we have a guest. So this is your time to raise your hand and say, hey, I'll be your guest for while
Yes.
Celeste is on vacation. We'll put out those dates
Yeah.
and let you know who wants to come on the
And
red
come on
couch
over on
with
the
Elva.
red couch.
Lynn, do you?
Yes, exactly. We'll give you what we're gonna talk about, and it's just mainly life, in general, like running your race, and then we just talk the way we're doing, and you grab from me, I grab from that because I don't have anything down here, and that's it, and we just talk. And that's it. We'll let you know what it's gonna be about.
Cool thing.
Unless you have an idea and you be like, hey, Ilva, how about that? Or Celeste, how about that? And we'll roll with that. So thank you for watching.
Thank you.
Love y'all.
I love
Thank you.
y'all. Bye.
Bye. Okay, Facebook.